On May the 5th, I believe it is, which is a very busy day, and it's going to get even busier. There's going to be some, I think there's going to be some major announcements coming up soon. On May the 5th, which is, of course, when Floyd Mayweather has his last fight before he goes to prison for 80 or 90 days. He fights Miguel Angel Cotto at the MGM in Las Vegas. There will be an extravaganza taking place in Belfast. Paul McCloskey has got a really hard fight. We like him, friend of the show, really nice guy. He's the guy that had that really hard fight with Amir Khan last year. It was hard, it was ugly, but he won. He lost, he got cut, and it wasn't even a bad cut, and it was screaming, it was a lot of atmosphere. I liked it. Well, on the undercard, well, not the undercard, it's not the right word to say, there'll be a Prizefighter tournament, which I think will be about Prizefighter, I don't know, 27 or something. And I'm not sure, it's sort of made it sort of middleweight, sort of slightly above middleweight. So there'll be 8 boxers, and they box in 4 quarterfinals, 2 semi-finals, and a final, and then the top of the bill will be Paul McCloskey. It's out in Belfast at the King's Hall, one of the greatest venues in world boxing. And one of the Prizefighter on that night is my next guest. He's known as Slick Fighting Irish, which is not much of a short nickname, but it is a nickname that captures everything about him. Simon O'Donnell joins me on the line now. Slick!
How are you, Steve?
I'm fantastic. So, Simon, do you know anything about these guys in the Prizefighter, or is it just, you know, the names still being mentioned?
I've heard a few of them. I've heard of, obviously, Eamon O'Kane. He won the gold in the Commonwealth in the amateurs.
Yeah.
Andy Fitzgerald is the super middleweight.
Yeah.
Irish champion. I've heard a little bit about Mark Heffron, but I heard his brother Ronnie is better than him, so
yeah, he's
I really
better.
too much. Yeah. I've seen Joe Rhea a few times on YouTube, and the others I haven't really heard too much about. Green, JJ McDonough, and
JJ McDonough isn't JJ McDonough the kid that collapsed? Didn't he have a fainting attack that time before one of them?
I don't even know. I've never heard of him.
I know that Mark Heffron's a good fighter, but I don't think he's big enough to. I think he's more of a sort of.
Yeah, I heard he's come up from a welterweight.
He
so
has, yeah. He must
it's
have.
a lot to ask, and plus he's only 18. So
yeah. Now, Simon, you're part of that whole system there at Dow Youth when they used to crack, you know, with all of those good fighters, Groves, DeGale, and O'Donnell. I mean, it was you three.
My old sparring partners, yeah.
Exactly. You used to be. Now, did you used to spar with both of them on the same night, or did you have to spar with one on one night and one on the other night, Simon?
We used to go at it back to back.
You did, I know.
Yeah, we should chop and change. It was, one after the other.
And you're still with James now, out with Jimmy Mack out in Loughton, in Essex.
In Essex.
That's a good Jimmy. How is Jimmy Mack? You still doing like half marathons for breakfast, or do you do sensible things now?
Jimmy's a madman. He tries to kill us every morning.
He does, doesn't he?
So yeah, no, we train really hard.
And also, Simon, you had a lot of time in America, didn't you? Was it mostly in Philadelphia, or was it up and down the East Coast?
Mostly, I was based in Philadelphia, but yeah, I used to travel to all around the different gyms in Philadelphia, and then the odd time we used to go to New York to the odd gym and whatnot. So yeah.
Do you think it's time now, Simon? Because you're 26 now, aren't you? You've been
26 now, pushing on.
Yeah, well, you're a top quality amateur at Dow Youth. You've been pro 6 years. It's been on and off, stop start for a variety of reasons. Is it time now? And are you thinking, is it time now for Simon O'Donnell, for Slick, to get his act together?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've been out for I was out for 2.5, close to 3 years, with family problems and whatnot. But I'm back now, and I want to fight for that. I'm a man now. I'm a young 26, as you say.
Yeah, you are. You're fresh.
My strength is matured, and I'm a man now, and I want to fight for titles, and I want to be in the limelight, as you say, as James is and Steve is, and so.
Yeah, cool. Steve
and
O'Meara
George
as well.
Groves, they're all they're my old stablemates, and I turned professional before them. But because of family problems, I've had to take a step back, and I look, the boys have shot straight through into the limelight, and I want to be in the mix, and hopefully this should be my year, my breakthrough year.
Well, listen, I hope so too, Simon, because you're certainly good enough to be in their company. I'll speak to you if I don't. I will speak to you, and I'll see you. I'll come out to the gym one day before you go out there. Simon O'Donnell, Slick, thanks very much for joining us tonight on the show.
Thank you, Steve. Thanks for having me.
No problem at all. He really was part of a setup there with Steve O'Meara, who's a good fighter. James DeGale, who we don't need to tell you about him, won a gold medal. George Groves, who beat James DeGale. James DeGale fights in a couple of weeks on Box Nation, defending his European title, and I think there should be an announcement soon about George Groves. Well,